if you have a stressful to-do list the size and possibly thickness of a California redwood tree, if you need a little bit more or a lot more peace in your life, this is the right message for you. Hi, I'm Grace Plata, and I'm here to equip, empower, and encourage you to help you live your best life. So if you would like to have more peace and more purpose, I guess, or more peace in your purpose, that could work too, then keep listening, because right now it's December and really close to Christmas, and there's everything that comes with that. But even if you're watching later, this will help you even more, maybe. But here are 3 tips to enjoying a whole lot more peace, okay? So the first thing is, do not set yourself up to fail. Don't set yourself up to fail by taking on all these things that you know that you can't accomplish, that you will most definitely you most definitely will end up being stressed out and overwhelmed. Don't do that. Say no to the little things that don't really matter, because when you can figure out your priorities, everything else will fall into place, like taking big rocks and just pouring sand over them. Everything will just fall into place. Those little things, it's going to be okay. Don't worry. Pay attention to your priorities, okay? And then the second thing is that remember that family time has to be your favorite time. You have to make time in your day, or especially in your week. If you can't do it daily, then do it weekly. Quality time and probably quantity and quality time with your friends and family, because you need to give yourself a break from the in and out busyness of just day-to-day life. You need to mix it up a little bit and go spend some time with your favorite people. And then the third one is the one thing that you must remember about peace. And I'm going to say something really quick that I really hope sticks with you, because yes, there are some things to work towards, there are some things to work for, but sometimes, and I think you're going to like this a lot, there are some things that you don't necessarily have to go full speed ahead to accomplish, to get, or to achieve. Sometimes there's different ways of doing things. It's kind of like when you're reading a book. I mean, you could just either be scanning it and not even recognizing what you're reading or paying attention to what's actually on the pages. But when you slow down just a little bit and you kind of understand what's on the pages, and you're comprehending what's going on in a story or whatever, and you're getting the concepts, you slow down and then you figure out what's going on. So sometimes slowing down is actually better than going full speed ahead. But sometimes, no matter how hard you try, no matter how much you do, no matter how much you worry, there are some things that we just can't do alone. There's always a place of peace and rest, no matter in the craziest situations, in the most stressful situations. There's always a place of rest that we can enter into, because I've been learning recently, and I've experienced it for myself, so I speak from personal experience, that peace isn't a feeling. Peace isn't a feeling, because feelings lie. I mean, you could have the most comfortable life and still be stressed out by little things too. But even if you could have the most stressful life, there's a thunderstorm every single day, what seems like, and it's just rocking your little boat across the sea, you can have peace. Peace is not a feeling, because peace is a person. And there's a peace that you can enter anytime you want to, no matter what's going on or where you've just come from. And especially if it's something that you don't have control over. This is what I do. I just whisper Philippians 4:6 to myself. It says, I'm reading out of the scriptures version, that it says, do not worry at all, but by prayer and petition with thanksgiving. And basically that just means thank you that this is done, pretty much with faith, I thank you for this. With thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to Elohim, to God. He wants to take that burden off your shoulders. He wants you to be peaceful because you are not designed to live with stress so heavy that you can't breathe, that you can't sleep at night, that you can't concentrate. You were not made to live like that. In fact, did you know the devil hates it when we smile? He hates it when we're joyful. He hates it when we're doing something we like. But that's what God created us to do. He created us to laugh, to smile, to spend time with people we love, to do things that we like to do, that we were made to do. Oftentimes, the things that we like to do are the things sometimes that we're made to do, and that we find purpose in that. And the devil hates that. He hates it when we find peace. But you know what? Jesus is the Prince of Peace. The Bible says he's the Prince of Peace. And sure, we can say that, oh yeah, you're the Prince of Peace. We can sing it. But until we experience it or actually have that revelation of what it means, it's not going to do anything for you. It's just going to be just like when you're speed reading. It's just those words aren't going to mean anything to you. But when you slow down and have that revelation, or you're having an experience where you know what it's like to have the craziest storm and yet still have peace, that's the Prince of Peace right there. He is the one that you can enter into peace anytime you want to, because he is peace. Just like God is love, Jesus is the Prince of Peace. He gives us peace no matter what's going on. And that's how we can look crazy to the rest of the world. That no matter how people could drown in these storms, that we're somehow surviving it. And we're fine. We're sleeping in the boat. We're fine. And people are like, how the heck are you doing that? But you know what? It's because that's what we were made to do. We were made to sleep in the boat while the storms are raging, of course. I mean, there's always a time to get out of the storm, but we're not made to be just scared silly like cockroaches when you turn on a light. We're not made to scatter when we're afraid, But another thing, God always encourages us. He's never discouraging. He's always building us up and encouraging us and telling us that we can do it even if we feel like we can't. He's always telling us the things that normally we can't see that are there. He's telling us a different side of the story. He's telling us how it looks like, how it's actually going to be, how it's actually playing out. And what's crazy is that people get stressed out when they hear religion, but religion is rules. It's not God wants a relationship with his son and his daughters, with his sons and daughters. Sorry, it's plural. He wants all of us. And there's no stress in that. There shouldn't be any stress in that, because he knows us. He knows our deep thoughts. He knows our deepest fears. He knows what makes us happy. And he knows exactly what will cheer us on and he knows how to calm us down and to give us peace. And he doesn't want you to be stressed out. And so let me tell you something again. You weren't created to live under stress so heavy that you can't breathe. Again, you were made for joy. You were made for purpose. You were made for peace, to follow the Prince of Peace. And I'm gonna preach an Easter message by Christmas, okay? Jesus is the Prince of Peace. The Prince of Peace paid the price for peace. Try saying that 5 times fast. But Jesus died not only so you know where you're going after you leave earth, not only after you died, not only so you would be made whole, so you could have healing, so that you could have restoration and peace. He died so you can have joy. He died so you could know what love feels like. But he's alive. He rose 3 days later after he died, because death couldn't hold him. And he is peace. He is peace. He is healing. He's whatever we want to call him. God is our he can be our everlasting Father. He can be our comforter. He can be our healer. He can be our strength, our rewarder, that no matter what else is going on, that no matter what it looks like to other people, that he knows exactly our hearts and what we're doing, and he'll reward us openly for what we're doing privately. He cares more about your relationship with him than what you can do for him. That's one thing that set me free, and I hope it sets somebody free tonight or today, whenever you're watching, honestly. But Jesus died and rose again so you can have peace. And a lot of time, that's not something that people think. They just oh yeah, peace. I'm waiting for that feeling of peace, but it's not a feeling, guys. It's not a feeling. And we were made for peace, honestly. We were made for peace and for life, and to love and to be loved. And we can't do anything to earn that gift. He's given us that gift. And maybe that's the best gift you'll receive this Christmas is peace. Not the feeling, but the realization that it's not a feeling. The realization that it's a person and that he loves you and that he wants you to have peace. And all you have to do is receive it. You can't earn it, and heck, we don't deserve it, but he gives it to us. So even if you have a million things to do before Christmas, I hope peace is a part of that, okay? And even if it's not close to Christmas, I hope I still bless you with peace, okay? I will see you next time. Bye.